Welcome back, class. I'm Matt, your guide here on Y Caliber. We're playing Dragon Age Inquisition and dealing with the Blackwall's big revelation, or should I say Tom Rainier's big revelation. Or rather, we're leaving it until later. Much later, as I don't think we have anyone even available to go on that operation yet. Also, we bought a golden nug. Well, we're in Val Royeaux. I thought we'd stop by and chat with Josephine, because she had something she wanted to talk about. Here.
Do you know where this noble wanted to meet us?
I do. The Comte Boisvert's invited us to his mansion, not far from here. I pray he clears up the deaths of my messengers, as promised.
All right.
Lead the way.
Saga of Tyr the Bright Axe, the best one. First and second. I wonder how many stanzas of that we have and how many are yet to be found. I guess I could take a look in my codices list. Sup?
Welcome, my friend.
Thank you for seeing us, Comte Boisvert.
The honor is mine. Please, sit. It's an honor to assist two such distinguished guests.
These chairs are tiny. Is a chair for ants?
I hope helping us doesn't endanger you.
Hardly. Even a brush with someone as well known as yourself can become a great asset in Val Royeaux.
Of course.
Giving you the identity of those who murdered Lady Montile's messengers seemed the least I could do. Have you heard of the House of Repose?
The Assassin's League?
Shh, we
My
don't call them
contact obtained a
assassins.
copy of a document in the archives. Contract for life.
Whose life?
The House of Repose is hereby sworn to eliminate anyone attempting to overturn the Montilier's trading exile in Orlais.
Hmm.
Overly complicated assassination plots are part of Orlesian politics, I take it.
You saw them firsthand at Alam-Shiral, Inquisitor.
I did.
Contract was signed by a noble family. The Du Paraquets.
We'll get those
But
parakeets.
the Paraquets died out as a noble line over 60 years ago.
Indeed. But the contract was signed 109 years ago.
What?
How can a family try to kill you after they died out?
The Du Paraquets were our rivals. They drove the Montiliers from Val Royeaux. This contract was drawn up over 100 years ago, but it wasn't invoked until I tried to overturn my family's exile.
Unpleasant though it may be, the House of Repose is merely fulfilling its contractual duties.
If the people who wanted your family dead are gone, why are the assassins still after you?
A contract is a contract, Inquisitor. Orlesian businesses live and die by their reputations. The entire guild's welfare would be endangered if an agreement was tossed aside on a whim of time or fate.
She's quite right, your worship. The House of Repose is doing what it feels necessary, by its standards.
Alright, well.
I assume you have a thought or two on this, Josephine?
The Du Paraquets still have descendants under the common branch. If we elevate them to nobility, a Du Paraquet could annul the contract on my life.
But...
That will take time, Lady Montilier. Time during which the House of Repose will be obliged to hunt you.
Will they now? You are exceedingly well informed. You're not to have said you'd heard rumors, at best.
A bit of subterfuge. This contract on your life is an ugly business. One the House of Repose deeply regrets.
yeah.
But this is Orlais. Even an assassin's word is his bond.
Does Comte Boisvert actually exist?
Absolutely. The Comte's offer to reveal the killers of Lady Montile's messengers was genuine. So was his information somehow. An end to be tied up later.
Right.
I'm guessing the actual Comte Boisvert met with a fatal accident.
Comte Boisvert slumbers in a nearby closet. Nothing more. The contract on Lady Montile's life is so unusual, we felt the courtesy of an explanation was in order.
It is appreciated, monsieur.
Your idea to seek out the Duparakет to revoke our orders is an interesting one. I wish you luck. I did not come to shed blood today, Inquisitor. Only to speak. Might I pass?
Why warn us about your contract and let us go?
In Orlais, it is only decent to inform those involved in a contract when extraordinary circumstances conspire.
And the guild's reputation would suffer if you ignored the contract. I quite understand.
Thank you, my lady. May we conclude with my departure?
There's no point killing him.
Go, then.
Good day, your worship. My lady, I pray we never meet again.
Something we can all agree on?
Well, I didn't think our meeting would end like this.
We'll deal with these assassins.
I have some thoughts. Let's discuss them back at Skyhold.
Let's do just that. Wait,
Feel
let me
safer with the castle's walls around me.
Do you hear something?
Oh, goodness. Comte Poivert, is that you? The lock's been broken off. We'll find a saw. I realize the cabinet is quite valuable, Comte, but surely... A locksmith, then? As you wish.
We could just let Varric at it, you know. It's kind of his deal. Alright, back to Skyhold then. Good thing I didn't get ahead of myself and fast travel there from the map. I would have missed that delightful exchange. Harden Hightown, Chapter 1 by Varric Tethras. Ah, that's alright, we've read it already. We've read all about it. And its hardness. Which is why it's in Hightown.
Inquisitor.
I am Inquisitor.
I'm so sorry, Inquisitor. I never thought my family's trading status would trap us in an assassin's plot.
It's alright.
You couldn't have known it would lead to this House of Repose coming after you.
It still shouldn't have slipped past me. I've tracked down the last Duparakets. If they become gentry, they can annul the contract on my life. We'll require a noble from Val-Royaux to sponsor them, a judge to provide documents, a minister to ratify them.
It's so like you to take the longest course of action, even when your life is at stake.
I assume you already know everything about this mess.
There is a faster way, Josephine. The original contract on your life is in the vaults of the House of Repose. If my agents infiltrate it and destroy the original, the assassin will have no obligation to chase you.
Leliana, please. I want no more bloodshed over a personal affair.
Don't be so stubborn, Josie. How long will it take you to gather these favors in Val-Royaux?
Give me some time to think this over.
I'll post a watch on our ambassador in case the House of Repose visits.
I appreciate it, but I still believe elevating the Duparakets will solve this.
Liliana is not convinced.
First, we need to perform some favors in Val-Royaux. I'd be happy to discuss where we could begin.
Alright. So, can we go to Revelations? Because I don't think I have any free agents at the moment. Dun dun. Yeah, I don't think anyone's free right now.
I have requests for information on your lineage from a few interested parties at the Winter Palace.
Oh yeah?
Andraste, preserve me. Feel free to use those requests as kindling.
No, I shall take them. I want to know who pines for our commander. We can use this to our advantage.
I'm not bait.
Hush. Just look pretty.
No, we're just gonna do it diplomacy style. Let's get him out of there and deal with it later. Any new area unlocked? What are they talking about? Is it an area over here in Ferelden? Stop the rumors. Alright, that's the new one from Meriden. The big one. Okay. Now let's go see where this leads us. It mentions something about judgment, so maybe I have to go and sit in the chair. Yep. Judge Rainier at Skyhold. Let's do it. This is going to be rough.
For judgment this day, Inquisitor, I must present Captain Tom Rainier, formerly known to us as Warden Blackwall.
Hey, buddy.
His crimes... well, you are aware of his crimes. It was no small expense to bring him here, but the decision of what to do with him is now yours.
I didn't think this would be easy, but it's harder than I thought.
Another thing to regret. What did you have to do to release me?
Josephine called in a few favors. There are enough people out there who owe the Inquisition.
And what happens to the reputation the Ambassador has so carefully cultivated? The world will learn how you've used your influence. They'll know the Inquisition is corrupt.
Once the world is back to normal, no one will even remember this.
I'll remember. I accepted my punishment. I was ready for all this to end.
You don't get out of it
Why
that
did you
easily.
stop it? What becomes of me now?
Well, he was meant to join the Wardens, and they'll need him.
Blackwall intended you join the Wardens. I will let them decide your fate. But only when Corypheus is dead. For now, Tom Rainier, the Inquisition needs you.
As you command.
He won't like the atone option.
Blackwall gave you the chance to atone through action, not merely punishment. I find I can do no less.
I am grateful for this, Inquisitor. And I will serve for as long as I can.
It was rough. I like Blackwall. Well, we survived it, so there's that much, I guess. And we leveled up by... great, I suppose. The consequences of Blackwall's lie operation available. Great. That's what we want. More consequences.
He's doing so much. I should ride to join him. You said he is...
Hello, friend.
Inquisitor?
How shall I refer to you? Rainier or Blackwall?
I've gotten used to Blackwall. Perhaps we could treat it as less of a name and more of a title. Almost like Inquisitor. Reminds me of what I ought to be.
Everyone needs something to aspire to.
Exactly. I'm glad you understand.
I do.
Is there anything you actually know about the Wardens, or did you make it all up?
I made very little up. I also feared you knew enough to contradict me. Warden Blackwall told me a bit before my initiation, but it is a secretive order. Not even the most senior wardens know all there is to know.
That's also true. And that's why he never heard the calling and went crazy.
Now we know why you were never worried about Corypheus's calling.
Yes. I have none of the Warden's abilities and none of the drawbacks. Still, I would have fought through the darkest pits of the deep roads like any true Warden. There's more to it than being able to sense darkspawn. Warden Blackwall would have agreed.
The Wardens at Adamant listened to you. They saw you as one of their own.
Perhaps it takes an outsider to show how much of yourself you've lost. I never understood the reality of being a Warden. I only saw the ideal. I suppose I reminded them of something they'd forgotten.
You have a lot of respect for the Wardens.
They take all men, from the most noble to the most despicable, and make them equals. I needed to believe something like that was possible.
Why did Blackwall want to recruit you?
He never told me. I don't know what he saw that day besides some wreck starting a bar fight. That night, I taught some village militia a painful lesson about harassing the tavern girl. Didn't know I had an audience.
I can see why the Warden was impressed.
You're assuming my intentions were noble.
Well, intentions and
Told
actions.
the girl to keep the wine coming. She couldn't, not with those louts bothering her. Something had to be done.
We'll continue this another time.
Well, I'm glad he's back. I was genuinely worried because I like him, I like his character. So thank goodness Blackwall is still around. Is all I can say at the moment. I'm level 17 now. I guess the rest of them are still level 16. And that's alright. What have you got here? Amulet of Constitution. Let's give you... I don't know. What belt are you wearing? Belt of Health. Psh, useless. Magic Resistance or Range Defense. I'll go with Magic Defense. That'd be more useful, I think. Mighty Blow and Shield Bash. You've got Shield Bash and War Cry. You don't even have Ward Cry, so... Can we double up on Mighty? Or can we double up on that, maybe? No. That's what you're already wearing. Alright then. Armor. So wearing a Warden helmet, which is 21 armor. Now you have the option of a mask that increases your critical chance in cunning. That could be nice. Or this one. I'm gonna go with this one. That's a very silly looking mask on him. And you can't use this yet because you're still not level 17. But the Axe of Green Edges is still very, very good. Alright. Maybe we can chat with Lizette and see how cranky she is now.
I serve, as has always been my calling.
Nothing to say then. Alright, well, I'll level up here. Picked up Immolate because I wanted Flashpoint. And some of these passives. Cooldown reduction would be quite good. And that boosts willpower, which I also like. Chaotic Focus. Ooh. That is nice. Combine that with Immolate and the amazing barrier ability that I have. That could be quite deadly. Alright. I guess we just have to decide what to do next from our many, many options of things to do in this game. Many, many options of things to do. Let's take a look at our journal. Inquisitor's Path, what pride had wrought. Something to do there. Attack on Corypheus. I don't think we want to do that just yet. We've got a whole bunch of side quests that I should really deal with more. Admiral Graves on Prise de Lyon, Western Approach. One more Venatori to take care of. And I guess we'll find out next time. Till then, all the best.